Morning, everyone. How are we all? Hope you're okay. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7's latest update. So, yeah, we got 3 new cars, one of which I won't be driving, but the other 2 we will. I've already bought the Porsche. Let me just go and buy this the Group 4 car. We're gonna go and buy that quickly. It'll be over here, won't it? There. But yeah, hope you're all okay. Hope you're enjoying whatever you're up to. I haven't driven it yet, so I've used the controller, but I've just done like half a lap for the thumbnail with the controller. I've not driven it on the wheel yet, the Porsche. So we're gonna go into time trial and have a little feel of what we think it's like. We'll buy that as well while we're there. What the this one, the Hyundai. Haven't tried it, so I don't know about this one, so we don't want to get into that yet. Anyway, we're gonna go to daily race B. Starts in 13 minutes, so we'll jump in. I mean, the lap I've done isn't particularly good on here yet. We did a few laps last night, but I mean, I'm not really worried about where we're starting, so we're already in the Porsche, so wait there. We'll jump into this, have a little go of it in time trial, and then we'll do a race with it. It's not going to be a massively long stream, this, by the way, because we're doing Le Mans Ultimate later. So, yeah, we'll need to see what this is like. I need to set a better lap. I need to get the feel of this track again. But yeah, let's see what this is like. So it's going to be revving it out, isn't it? Because it's naturally aspirated, so it's not a turbo. Audio's The audio's a bit weak. I've got to be honest with you. The audio is very weak, actually. Like if you play over people who play like iRacing and LMU and that, you'll instantly. It's not a full rev. What? Why would it not be a full rev? This car is a full rev on every game, pretty much. Are you messing? Why would it not be a full rev? Yeah, I haven't set a lap time yet, Rataka man. My lap's only a 32.6. I mean, it drives. Oh, okay. It was driving nice up till then. A bit drifty. The audio's shite on this, so I've got to be honest with you. The audio is terrible. What's with this audio? Why does it sound like that? Yeah, the audio is weird. Had match fixing? Really? That's banned. You get they'll get banned for that. Surely. Nah, it is revving it out. Look, I lost pace by short shifting it. You got to rev it out. The delta dropped. Every time I short shift, the delta drops. It's got to be revving it out, surely. Slow. Ah, it's Apex. I hate hard tires. I hate them. Let me just go down to +2. Yeah, it feels pretty stable apart from the braking. It's definitely it's got to be a revving out, because when I'm revving out, it's going quicker. I messed that corner up. I'll have to. The audio is shit though. Like, I've got to be honest with you, this audio is terrible. From the back, it doesn't sound too bad. I mean, it's not great, but nah. The onboard audio is shit. The rear of the car's not terrible, but it's not great. I don't know why it sounds like that. I feel like loading up LMU now and showing you the difference between the audios. You'll see what I mean. Like, for the lads, thank you for the £5 through PayPal, man. Appreciate it, legend. Smash that legend mode there for the lads, please, chat. We've only just started it. This is my first drive of the update for the lads, so can't really let you know. We'll see in a few hours, but I mean, it's nice to have two new race cars. Why is that understeering through there now? Do you know what I should do? Let me put let me get the telemetry on to see what the tires are doing. Just to see how the tires are reacting with this car, because the Audi was killing the rear right, wasn't it? It'll be interesting to see what the difference is between the cars. All right, let's have a little look. Keep an eye on that rear right. Compare it to the Audi. The Audi was going really hot on the rear right, so. Oh, I can't see where I'm going, so I've got a big red HDMI signal in the middle of my screen. Lovely. That's yeah, it's rear engine. Well, is this fully rear engine, or is it like? Isn't this one like? It's rear engine in terms of, but it's a little bit closer to mid, isn't it? The way they've done it, I thought, like, it's not fully rear engine, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's rear engine, but like the way that, from what I remember reading, it's in between mid and rear. In like, technically, it's not like fully rear engine, but they obviously have to call it rear engine because of, like, it is actually technically rear engine, but it's kind of in between. I'll have a little look at the telemetry on the engine in a minute, just to see about the gearing with the gear shifts, but oh, it's slow there. It's definitely going to be I feel like it'll be an alright car. It's a bit, first gear is a bit sketchy. I need to try and get used to this combo. We're not going to be starting anywhere near the front for a few races. We're not going to do too many races though here, but it's going to be a short one this morning. Stay in 5th. It rotates really nice though, this Porsche. I feel like it'll be very quick on tracks with high-speed corners, like really quick. Oh, it slides a lot on the brakes though. It has a very slidey tendency. Not as stable as the other Porsche, nowhere near. It oversteers on braking massively. It might even need like -1 brake by assist because the way it rotates on the brakes. Oh God. Hang a second. Oh no. It really feels like it bogs down a bit. Whoa. I don't know about it at the moment. It's definitely nice to drive, but it's a lot. I think I prefer the new Ferrari to drive, and I think I prefer the old RSR. But it'll be really quick on high-speed corner, like tracks with high-speed corners. I think this car will be flying. It feels like it can carry speed through high speed. Let me just try and like -3 brake bias for these corners up here a minute. The audio is pretty shite though. Like the only audio that sounds alright is from behind the car. Every other audio sounds a bit poo. Don't know why it sounds like that. Can't believe they've recorded the actual car for this because it just doesn't sound right. It sounds a bit weird, I think, the audio. All right, let's just try. I mean, we're down in P7, so it's not a very good lap. See if we can get used to it. We should be able to get down to a 32. We should be able to get ourselves down to P4, shouldn't we? Like round where Attacker is. You're right, Conser. What brake bias are you going with this Porsche, by the way? Because it seems to snap. It seems to be very dodgy on the brakes. Also, are you revving it out, Conster? Are you revving it out or are you short shifting it? 0, yeah. I tried +3 and it was sliding a lot. think -1 felt all right for me, so I might go -1. I think -3 felt a bit too much understeer. Go ahead, Peter. I feel like it needs a bit more, I don't know, like the audio feels a bit... Like, I hate it, like, you know, like old generations of games when the audio just didn't really... That's what it sounds a bit like on this car. I don't think they've got it right at all. I mean, the update's boring apart, like, there's nothing other than the new cars, but the 2 new cars are good. I haven't even looked at any of the other stuff in the update because there's no point. There's nothing that I'm interested in. Only the only thing I'm interested in this is the car I'm in here, the Porsche, and the new Hyundai. We'll go defensive, just in case he thinks about it. Some weird understeer then. Alright. It's so tricky to get used to with the braking because the rear just wants to snap on it. We'll just play this defensive, try and hold on to this position for this one. It's a little bit tricky, I think. Like, it's a break-in. It feels like it wants to snap on you. Right, that was a little bit better through there. Oh, who's died? Someone's died, but I don't know who. That I didn't see. No, I'm not doing lobby racing, sorry. The only race I'm doing here is Daily B. I did say that last night. I did say last night. I'm not doing lobbies. We're doing daily B here to test it out. This Porsche, I want to get used to it in a proper race. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you very much for joining the base tier, legend. I don't want to crucify your name, which I probably would do if I tried to say it, because I'm terrible with names. Thank you very much for the support, legend. Much appreciated. I'll go a bit defensive, just cover it. Really need to get used to this car. It's a weird one. Brake a bit earlier here. I'm braking too late for that corner. Ooh. Getting a little bit closer to the Lambo now, aren't we? I don't think it's worth going into 6th gear there. It's a little bit more stable with the fuel on than in qualifying, definitely. We definitely started picking up a bit of pace. A little bit there. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that electric car. Just doesn't really, Need to figure this car out a bit though. Need to figure this track out again. Thinking hard tyres is probably why I don't really. The grip feels a bit weird. Right, let's go back into time trial with this car and see if we can improve the lap a bit now. Should be able to go quicker, surely. Not that one. I want this one. Okay, let's go straight back in. Let's go straight back in with it. See if we can get the hang of it. It's definitely better in the race. It feels quite stable in the race. You just got to get you can't be as aggressive on the. I don't think you can be as aggressive with this car when you're downshifting and turning. It feels like when you like with other cars, you can be a lot more aggressive with downshifting and turning at the same time. With this, if you go from one direction to the other, obviously with it being rear engine, it feels like it's a little bit more prone to sliding, which it makes sense when you think about it, really. But all right, let's just load up the top time anyway. We should definitely be able to go quicker here, though. Need to figure this out. Oh, it's too deep. Yeah, that's too deep. Don't know if Conster's revving this out or not. Like, for me, it seems like it's to the end of the rev range and then changed. I think if you try and short shift this, you're going to lose time, surely. Bit late on the brakes there. I bet this car's good in the wet. I bet you this car will be good in the wet. It's nice to have a new GT3 car though. I just wish the audio was a bit better. That's the only thing. I wish the audio sounded better than what it does. The audio sounds a bit shit in my view, but I can live with that. It drives reasonably nice, so. Oops. I messed that up a bit. Completely messed that up. We lost a couple of attempts there, didn't I? Got to get over them curbs. Ugh, brake too late. Shit. Oops. Yeah, we're in the new Porsche yet. Just trying to figure it out. Seems like definitely you gotta hold the gear shifts later with this. You can't just like slam them down with this car. It feels like it unsettled it too much. Yeah, that's gonna be wide. Let me start another lap. It's stable if you drive it correct. If you try and be aggressive with the downshifting, I think that's where this car will start sliding a bit. You've got to be quite gentle with how you're downshifting it. Need to get onto that curb more. I keep missing the curb. That's too slow. It's not slow. It's just the audio is a bit. It's not a slow car. This car's on pace. It's definitely on pace for Group 3. This. I wouldn't be surprised if this is quicker than the old. I reckon. Oh, I don't know about Watkins Glen whether they'd use this or not though, because at Watkins Glen. Don't know how the car behave on some of them corners, like snappiness, but I wouldn't be surprised if people will be using this for Watkins over the other Porsche. Oh shit, went a bit wide. I hesitated. This car you can, if you get early on the throttle, I think this will, yeah, I think they'll definitely be using this, I think, over the other Porsche. As well, it's faster in the corners as well, I think it's got more rotation. Oh, that was shy. Definitely got more rotation. Just got to get used to driving it, that's all I think. Joking. It's a little bit quicker. There's definitely a 0.3 in it for us, isn't there? Yeah. This definitely has better rotation on throttle for high-speed corners. And, like, even mid-speed. I think this will be the better Porsche out of the two, but... I mean, I don't know what the tyre wear on the rear might be a problem, though. I don't know. It'd be interesting what the tyre wear on the rears is going to be like with this, because I do wonder if the tyre wear might be a bit high on the rear. It gives me vibes that it might. It just depends how they've done it with the setup and that. Who knows? Right, we're up to P3 anyway, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We're getting used to the car slowly. I always take a while on this track, though. When it comes to Interlagos, I always take ages to find pace on Interlagos. It's not like Spa and tracks like that where I can just jump on and normally... Well, Spa sometimes takes me a couple of races, but Interlagos takes me ages. But this Interlagos is where I've got one of my biggest points in GT World Series. Got like 400 and something points on Interlagos ages ago when the McLaren was at the start of the game with the McLaren when it was good. You're right, Mini. They definitely need to add the McLaren now, don't they? We need an updated McLaren. Like, the 720 needs to be added to this game. Like, you need to get that McLaren 720 in now. You got, like, you could actually run a field of like modernish GT3 cars with the Mercedes, Porsche, Ferrari, Audi. I mean, it's outdated, but you know. But yeah, the McLaren, the M4, the Vantage. There's the Corvette could be added. Oh. Just gotta make sure you brake early. I also think custom slipstream's on for this, so I don't know. Is custom slip on or is it real slip for this? Can't tell what this track. It's quite hard to know the difference. I feel like showing you the audio on LMU on this car, just to show you what I'm talking about with. I mean, I think LMU's got the more. I think it might be slightly more updated than this version, is it? Maybe. This Porsche might be like a slight older version of the Porsche on the LMU. I don't know, but you'll see what I mean. They're basically the same car, but you'll see what I mean with the audio being a bit weird. You've got to be a lot slower with your downshifts with this car. That's key to this car, is not downshifting too quick. If you slam the shifts, it loses the rear a bit. The more I'm driving it, the more I'm liking the feel of it as well. The more you get the hang of it, it does feel pretty good. It feels like it's going to be a solid GT3 car, definitely. Nah, more so with this one. More so with this one than the old one. To pick up the pace a bit here, don't we? They're going to catch us up behind. They're catching us up because we're fighting. It's a fun car to race, definitely. Definitely a fun car to race. Gotta do, I feel like you have to work the brake with the accelerator sometimes through the corners just to stabilize it. Bit like you do with the Porsche as well, the other Porsche, but more so with this one. Rami's struggling, isn't he? Go, go, go! Attacker's gonna get away now, though. Good battle, though. That was a good little battle, wasn't it, with Rami? It was good. Oh, Rami's he's lost a few positions there. It's unlucky for him. He must have just got wrong-footed a bit. Good battle, though. Smoothness on the brakes is so important with this car. Definitely getting the hang of it, and it's an enjoyable car to drive. It's good to battle. It feels good in like close battles as well. There's a new circuit experience in St. Croix. Which one? What, using one of these cars? Yeah, it feels nice, doesn't it? Like, I think what I like about this car is the more you get used to it. What I've found is using a bit of braking and accelerating in the corners, like a little bit of braking rather than downshift aggressive, stabilizes it nicely. It's definitely, I'm liking the feel of it. The only thing we don't know of it at the moment will be the rear tires. I feel like the rear tires might be a bit dodgy. Blair's Mafia. I've literally just been saying this car sounds terrible. That's what I've just said. It doesn't. The audio sounds terrible. I feel like showing you the audio of the Porsche on LMU and just so you realize why I'm saying it, because it just doesn't sound right. Like it sounds off. Like something sounds weird with it. It sounds really, really weird. It's because the dirty air isn't as bad on this because it's not high-speed corners, is it? It's mainly third gear and like fourth into third. You're always slowing down into some of the high-speed corners. You're always actually slowing as you go through it normally. So it never really builds up that dirty air. I don't think it's not like But to be fair, though, I even felt like Spa did yesterday. I don't know if you noticed it. Like, Spa, the dirty air didn't feel bad for me. I felt like it was perfect. Like, you felt a little bit of it, but it didn't feel bad at Spa for me yesterday. It felt pretty solid. Like, I don't know why. If it felt like that at Spa yesterday for me, and it feels drivable here following, I don't know why we're running custom slipstream. Yeah, maybe because the cars are slower. It might be because they BOP'd them, didn't they? They altered the BOP, so they're running lower power now. So they're probably nearer to Group 4 speed on like the straights. So you're going into the corners a little bit slower as well. But I don't know why we're running custom slipstream if you can follow as easy as this now. I don't know why we're running custom slipstream, because you can follow really easy with real now. So yeah, maybe in Group 2 cars you probably do need custom at the moment because of, yeah, them cars are just stupid for following. But it definitely feels nice. I like the feel of that. I like the feel of that. That felt. Let's have a little look at. I want to have a little drive of this. I want to have a little go of this new Group 4 car though. Yeah, I think that's because of the official season though, Ritaka. I wonder if that's because of the official season. I want to try this out and see what it feels like to drive. Someone said it feels broken, but we'll have a little go of this and just see. I own this, don't I? So, what tires is it? Racing hard. Okay. Let's have a little look and see what it feels like. I'm just gonna do something with. What ones? I need to do it on there. Don't know if is it worth. I might do a little video of the new Porsche, just that race thing. 'Cause it was an alright little battle, and I think it just to give our thoughts on it, because the audio is shit, but the car's fun to drive though. But the audio is crap on that Porsche. It's really bad. This guy's going to be impossible to chase, but I wouldn't say it's planted. I wouldn't say it's planted. Like, that Porsche will slide and drift. It was drifting for me. If you downshift even slightly too early or brake a little bit wrong, it starts sliding. I don't know, Ritaka. I mean, all I know is you can go from behind the car and listen to it. You can go from behind the car. The problem with this, just it doesn't sound right. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, even iRacing, I think iRacing's got this car, hasn't it? Because the force feedback. Okay, let's see what it feels. One thing I'll probably have to alter it, because I found that I have to alter my force feedback per car now. Yeah, like this will need more force feedback. It'll need more, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, wait there. No, it's all right. Wait there, is this front wheel drive? Is it? I don't know if it's front wheel drive or not. I don't know. Kind of feels a bit front wheel drive. Yeah. I was gonna say it felt front wheel drive then. No, it's not. If the force feedback feels okay, it just. Oh my god. I'm not worried about it going red. I just want to drive the lap. I like the I like the little turbo sound, the little whistle. Listen to the little. You'll hear it in a minute. Wait, now I'm gonna get that sound again. It's got a little turbo whistle, hasn't it, when it little blow off thing. feels all right, the force feedback, actually. It feels okay. It might be just individual settings on, like... Oh. Individual settings on different wheels, but it's just... Yeah, it feels all right on this. Yeah, it's got quite a big sound on the blow-off valve, hasn't it? Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes it sounds like a little mouse is in there, squeaking away. I mean, it's alright to drive. Just feels like the other FF cars to me. This doesn't feel, in all honesty, it doesn't feel that much difference to other FF cars. It feels pretty similar. Oh. Theo, shut up. Can we ban Pio? But yeah, this is really planted, but I don't think you could even, with it being FF, I don't think you could get this thing sliding, could you? I very much doubt you could get this thing drifting. Not on this, the way this feels. Also, it depends what tires you like. But yeah, this just feels like every other FF car to me. It doesn't feel any different. It feels... Do you know, it kind of feels a bit like the Mazda FF car. It doesn't feel that far off of that. It feels quite similar in a weird way. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah, it's quite stable. Even when the rear goes there, you can catch it. I mean, it's not the most exciting car you're ever going to drive on Gran Turismo this, but it's nice to have a new race car. It is nice to have a new one, but it's... You got to be honest, it's not exactly it's not as fun as a Porsche to drive, nowhere near. Like this, it's a bit boring to drive this, to be fair. So yeah, so with this, I'd say, like, I'm sure it'll be used for dailies and stuff like that, because wouldn't surprise if they BOP'd the shit out of it with it being an FF car. But yeah, the electric car, I haven't driven that yet. I don't even think I want to. I just don't enjoy electric cars, so. But yeah, this car's a bit boring, but the Porsche's fun. But I'd rather have another race car like this. At least we've got a Group 4 car as well as a Group 3. Don't know if you're revving this thing out or short shifting it. It looks like you're revving it out, because if you short shifted there, you'd lose pace. I know the lap's red, by the way. I'm not really worried about the lap time. I'm just want to drive the car, so it's a quick and easy way to drive the car. So for this one, I mean, I'd rather have it in the game than not in the game, but I don't think I'll be driving this in Group 4 that much. It's, yeah, I'd rather the BOP favoured cars like the Ferrari and stuff like that, and McLaren and that, or the McGann Trophy. This is a bit boring, to be honest with you. A little bit boring, this Group 4 car. What do you mean, where have I been? Fucking streaming every day, you little donkey. What do you mean, where have I been? We've been doing videos in the day because we're trying to help the channel with like track guides. So we're trying to get some, like what we used to do. There's no point streaming every day and every night. It doesn't help your channel. It's just a waste of time. So we've been doing like the manufacturer guides and stuff like that. Getting them out, daily race guides, and then streaming in the afternoon, evening, like what we used to do. Yeah, so a bit boring, that car. But yeah, we've been live every day pretty much. All right. Yeah, that car. It's not the most exciting car you're going to drive on the game. I've got to be honest with you. That car's a bit boring. A little bit boring, that Group 4 car, but I don't even know if I'm going to do that time trial. Should we have a little look at this? Should we have a little look at this? I'll just do half of a lap probably. I haven't even bought this car because I hate electric cars in games. It's just, I just don't see the point of them. All right, let's go. We'll let's just see how bad it is. This is a oh my god. There's no life with driving. There's no, like, I don't understand people who enjoy driving these cars. Like, where's the fun in this? Like, there is no fun in it, is there? Like, oh no, this is boring. I have no idea where I'm braking. All I know is this thing has no brakes. I tell you what, Pierre, if your A6 is got booster set, oh okay, I don't think I've got a boost button set up. I ain't got a boost button set up, so I don't think so. I remember I've switched my wheel around, so yeah, I don't have a boost button. Can't do anything about that right now. I mean, I can. Fuck me, I don't know where I'm going to set this up because it's awkward. I don't have one on this wheel because obviously I'm using a different wheel rim. Oh no, we do. Nitrous is a... Which button is that? That button? Oh, it must be that button. Okay, wait there. It's just because it's in a different place on this wheel. No, wait there, that's X. That's X. Wait, no, that's not the right button. Oh, the buttons are all mixed up. I ain't got a clue. Yeah, I don't know which button that is, because if that's X, what's that button do? No. That's X. That should be... That makes no sense, because... Why is that even... Oh my god. Oh, there you go. It's working now. So that's working. Okay, right. Okay. Restart. Restart. It is working on that one. No. It's working. It just wasn't working for some reason before. You must have to have the car perfectly straight or something. I mean, it's probably more fun than driving this car, Matt. That's probably more fun than driving this car. The Porsche's good though. The new Porsche's quite alright. Sounds awful. You'll know what I mean by the audio, Matt. Like the audio is like, if you rewind the stream and listen to the audio on the new Porsche, and then compare it to like obviously LMU, and you're like, oh, what's going on with the audio? It feels like the new Porsche is nice to drive. It just sounds awful. I mean, even with this overtake button, I mean, it's hardly enjoyable, is it? Where are we braking? I mean, I braked. Oh my god. Oh my god, you can't even... This car is awful. Brake, I don't know where I'm braking. I've got no idea because it's a tank. I'm in a tank. I'm driving a tank. I'd delete this car if I could delete a car. I would delete this car if I could delete a car. Have you just listened to it, Matt? It's weird, isn't it? Doesn't sound right, does it? That's what I think people might think I'm being an arsehole, but when you've played like LMU and you listen to the audio on the Porsche, this just sounds weird on this game. The car drives really nice, so it's a fun car to drive, but the audio is shocking. I don't know what they've done with the audio. It's almost like they took audio from a different car or something. It doesn't sound right to me. I think they forgot to put the brakes on this car. They just thought, right, we'll give it 1500 horsepower, but we'll run the standard family car brakes or whatever. From the ground up, yeah. Where are we braking? Slam on. Slam on. It's not going to make it. It's not going to make it even from back there. Oh my god. I mean, maybe don't give it 1500 horsepower then if it's 2-ton PO. Duh. If you're going to make a car that's 2-ton, maybe don't give it 1500 horsepower. Let's think about this. Nah, I've got on my main account. I'll buy all the cars anyway because I like to have every car in the game. What would you rather be doing? Driving in this car that's got 1500 horsepower and sounds like this, or taking like, I don't know, like maybe like a Mercedes AMG, even just like a saloon car that's only got like 550 horsepower or something like that. Give me something like, I'd rather be driving that. Like I have no interest in these cars, to be honest with you. Like for me, I know that it's all to do with marketing, and it's obviously, you know, it's part of Gran Turismo now. They obviously make money from putting these cars in the game, but I would much rather have the brand new M4 or the brand new M3, or, you know, give me cars like that over this. This is just fucking shit, isn't it? Like, I don't give a shit about these cars. They bore the living crap out of me. Electric is not for games. I think it's just so boring. Like, the only reason electric cars are used in real life is apparently because they're obviously saving the planet. Bullshit, but yeah. I don't know. I think in a game, there's no need to have them in a game. I don't think it's needed. No, I know it's business. Is what I literally just said, Lucas. I just said like, oh my god, look at that, no brakes. I literally just said like, I get it. It's marketing, it's business, and making money off it. But fuck me, that car is boring. I don't think I'll ever get in that car again in my life. I will never even get in that car again because that car is shocking. I hope that car's not used for any nations race. I tell you that now. That would be rather dull. But yeah, the Porsche is good though. Let me just show you the audio of the Porsche for those that have just joined. We'll go and watch that race that we just saved the replay of. So for those that have just joined, I'll put the replay on of the race we just did, and you can hear the Porsche audio. You'll see what I'm saying. Well, hopefully you'd understand what I'm saying with it. It just sounds a bit weird. Right. Come on, game, fast forward. Right. Is it me, or does the replay sound a little bit different to the gameplay? The behind the car doesn't sound awful, but it's... Yeah, I know each view is different audio. Yeah, it doesn't sound right. I don't know if it's the way they do the audio on Gran Turismo. There's something that's just not quite right with how they do audio. Something just sounds a little bit weird. Oh, oh yeah, lovely. Yeah. I'm lucky for a moment. Alright, let's... Trying to listen to the different views. It does sound a bit strange. Yeah, well that's what I'm saying about LMU. I feel like showing you like what the Porsche sounds like on a replay now, just so that you could... I don't know if I've got a replay with a Porsche in it. Oh, there is one. Was there a Porsche behind us in that race? I can't remember if there was a Porsche behind us in the Spa race, or I think there was a Porsche behind me in the Spa race that we did. I know the BMW is who I was fighting with, but pretty sure there was a Porsche that was coming through. Let me see if I can show you the difference, and we'll keep this replay on. Let me keep this replay on, and let me see if I can load this up now. Let me just load this up. Just to compare what I'm trying to say, because it just sounds a bit weird on this game. Like, it just doesn't... I don't know what it is with how PD do their audio. It definitely sounds strange. I'm pretty sure that the race we had the Porsche in it, so I just want to see. You're right, telemetry. All right, let me have a little look. I think there was a Porsche who was in P3 or 4. To be fair though, the BMW in LMU, if you listen to the car in real life, it doesn't sound too far off. That's probably because the BMW in real life sounds like shit. The BMW in real life doesn't sound that interesting. That's just I think that's just a car issue. Because even on a Assetto Corsa, even on ACC, that BMW is a bit shit sounding anyway. I think that's more of a car thing. Let's let this load up a minute, and then I'll I need to see if there's a Porsche in the race though. I need to get it so that it's away from some of the other cars, otherwise you're just gonna hear the audio off other cars. So wait there, let me just go to there. I'm pretty sure there's a Porsche front here. Right, wait there. Wait there, I'm sure. Yeah, there's a Porsche there. Right. Right. Let me go on board with this replay. Right. So we'll play this. Let me just play this replay. Listen to the audio of this on board. We'll go on board to do it because it's the best way of doing it really for how it should sound. Right. So we'll play this one. Listen to the audio. It's something how they do the audio. It just doesn't sound quite right to me. Right. So we'll let it just rev up on the straight here a bit. Okay, right, we heard that. So then we'll go to right, let me just hide that a minute. Is that going to show up? Right. So now we'll go to LMU. And we'll listen to the audio on LMU. You can compare and see what I'm saying. So this is a Porsche, and this is the onboard. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, that sounds how it sounds when you watch onboard footage of the Porsche. That's how it sounds. Like, you can hear the mechanical sounds on this. You can hear the engine whining. And if you go outside the car, so... Listen to this now. Like, there's no competition between the sounds, is there? Listen to that. Listen to that audio. Graphically, I mean, I don't know about that. Look at this, right? Wait there, wait there. I argue this because, right, put it into perspective graphically. It's a hard one because, yes, overall visuals, but look at what's going on LMU. So we'll go to the start of the race here. So we'll rewind that bit, right? Wait. Just look at visually what's going on here. You have 60 cars. 60 cars in this race. 60 cars in this race. And look at... I think the visuals are good. I think the visuals are quite good on LMU. But yeah, they're not Gran Turismo level, but... It's a different way the visuals work. But, you know, you've got 60 cars on screen. And, you know... I think it's a different level of, like... of what's going on. So it's... yeah... Gran Turismo has a different look to it. It's a more focused visual look, but in terms of physics, there's not much. There's not really a competition, but the audio definitely is a problem on Gran Turismo. I do think the audio needs sorting because, like, the way the cars move visually, I think is so good on LMU. Like, the way the cars move on LMU, you look at the way they move off the curbs, look at the way everything is. I think it visually looks quite good, like, for me, but no, it's nothing to do with service. It's down to the PlayStation, Andy. There's no way you're getting. Let me just pause that. There's no way you're getting 60 cars on Gran Turismo ever, ever. You're never getting it ever. Like I'm telling you now, you'll never get 60 cars online on Gran Turismo because the PS5 and it's not powerful enough. It's not. It couldn't do it on Gran Turismo. There's no way that it could run it because Gran Turismo focus all their attention on the visuals. They couldn't do 60 cars on track. It's not going to happen. But yeah, let me put that back on there so that we can see. Like, we'll put it back to there so you can listen again to the audio on this to see what I'm saying. Like, if you listen, after listening to that, and then you go to the chase camera. Do you know what I mean? Like, they need to make massive, like, they need to make a lot of work on the audio, I think, Gran Turismo. That's their weakness. Like, this car's really fun to drive. It's enjoyable. It's good. It's a fun car. But audio, it's just not amazing, is it? The audio's a bit weak on it. It sounds a bit... I mean, you could put the audio on the car up to whatever level you want. It's still going to be the same sound. It's just like upping the volume. It's a shit, like, that is the one area I wish they'd get sorted on Gran Turismo. They just get that audio sorted because physics, I don't think we're ever going to be looking at, like, they're never going to aim for LMU physics, and I get that. That's not what we want. I'm not saying that's what Gran Turismo needs, but I do think they need an improvement in the audio because the audio is just really, it sounds dated. The audio sounds like quite dated. It doesn't sound like it's it sounds like a PS3 game for audio, PS4 game at best. Yeah, they do. Like the Ferrari, for example, sounds like the Ford. The Ferrari and the Ford almost sound identical in this game. It's like they don't. I sometimes wonder if they actually take all the audio, or whether they just like play around with what they think it should sound like. But they do need to get better audio, definitely. Trying to listen, like, with... It doesn't sound like there's any, like, mechanical sound to it on Gran Turismo. It just sounds like someone's farting down a tube or something. That's what it sounds like to me. It doesn't sound like they've really gone into detail with that audio. But I have to say the car is fun to drive though. It is a fun car to drive. Like, once you get the hang of the braking and not downshifting too quick, you have to hold the gear a bit with this car and let the car do the work. And don't be braking late and turning, because if you brake late and turn with this, it snaps. You've got to be quite kind of like gentle with it. But it is definitely a fun car to drive. Yeah, they do need to get that audio sorted on the new game, don't they? They need to get that audio a little bit better. It was a good little battle this with Rami. I think he went a bit deep there though. Yeah, he tried to hold the outside line there. Tried to hold that outside line, didn't he? No, it won't be on PS4. They've already confirmed that. That's the PS4 content has completely stopped now. So you won't like. There's no development for PS4 anymore. Sony won't allow it. So Gran Turismo 8 will be a PS5 and a PS6 game. So you'll have a similar problem. you'll have a similar problem? In terms of driving, I know it's a hard one. I would probably say this is nicer to drive once you get the hang of it. At first, the 296 is like, I don't know, like the 296 is alright to drive, but this feels a bit more involved to drive. You feel a bit more involved with driving this Porsche. It feels like, you know, you got to be smoother and maybe a bit more rewarding this Porsche, I would say. I instantly started, like, second race started going way more smooth and faster. Like, I could feel I was getting more used to it. You just can't overdrive it. If you overdrive it, you slide a lot. So it's all about staying within the limits with this Porsche, which I kind of like that. And I think this Porsche will be very quick at high-speed corner tracks. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a racing car, does it? It doesn't sound like a racing car. It's like they've got the audio from the road car and tried to tweak it a bit, maybe. That's what it sounds like to me. It's like they've took the audio from the race car but tried to alter it, maybe. Maybe that's what they even did, because it wouldn't surprise me. It actually wouldn't surprise me if that's what they've done, maybe. Do you not think it'll be strong in the high-speed corners? I feel like it will. It felt quite like through the long right-hand corner, the third, fourth gear corner, it felt quite good. Do you reckon? I mean, it does on the, what is it, the second to last corner. The second to last corner on the Interlagos, it felt a bit understeery there. But the other corner, it felt all right on, I thought. The other high-speed ones. Yeah, that's what I was wanting. It does sound a bit like the road car, doesn't it? It sounds like the road car just slightly tweaked, maybe. I wonder if that's what they've done for some of these cars that maybe they haven't been able to get the audio for. It's almost like they've tried to, like, just take that audio and play with it a bit. It doesn't sound like the actual race car. It's weird. It is weird. But it's a fun car to drive, though. What is the... Let's have a little look at this as well while we're on here, chat, because I want to have a little look at... I want to have a little look at the... We're working our way up there. Everyone else has done 5 races. So they've got their 4-5 points. I think if we can get 315 or something similar to what we've had in a couple of other races, we'll go up to like 1,530. We do have the possibility to get a podium, chat. I mean, the only thing is though, if this guy here has a good race, he'll eliminate his round 1 points and he'll go up to 1,600. So yeah, we'd need to get like a big score to get if he gets a good race. Liam's had a couple of bad races. Liam needs to have, like, even if Liam gets a 340, 350, I think his other he'll still have a bad race in there, won't he? So we might be able to jump Liam. We should be able to get a top 5 out of the Ferrari, I think, once we get our last race in, because we've got 300, 317, 288 and 313. That race, annoyingly, this race should have been higher, but the wet weather caught us out. We should have had like 330, shouldn't we? Or in theory, if I would have pitted 1 lap earlier, we've had the win. We'd have got 340 something, but that screwed us a little bit. But Maxo's probably qualified, hasn't he? I would think, unless Ferrari don't get him. But I think Ferrari will be fine. Where's so Aphelion? Oh, so if Mourinho didn't Mourinho get more than 313 in the first slot? Did he not take them points? He must not have took the points. So Aphilion's back in control now, isn't he? Really? Because yeah, no, he's screwed. No, he's not. Mourinho needs a good Watkins Glen, doesn't he? He needs a good Watkins Glen now. I mean, it's still on because it doesn't really matter about that round. It's Watkins Glen that matters for him. And if he gets more than... Wait there, what does he need? Don't even know what he needs. Like, if I don't know. It'll be interesting, because if he has a good last round... Yeah, if he has a good last round, he's got it, hasn't he? Because he's got more in that race. He's got more in that race. He's got more in that one. And he's got less in round 4. Overall, he's higher if you get rid of that. So, yeah. It's, whoever wins, whoever gets more points at Watkins gets it. You reckon the points drop-off will be massive? What? Oh, yeah, Killian's not racing as well, is he? Killian ain't racing that final race. I wonder if Maxa won't bother. Would Max... Yeah, Maxa will probably want to race just to secure Ferrari because of round 3, probably. Because he only got 380 there. I don't know whether he'd... Some other people... So Killian won't race again. He's secured his position there, I think, now. Yeah, Maxa will need to race because of that one. But Killian won't race. Serrano, I don't think Serrano needs to race, does he? I wouldn't think Serrano would need to race, surely. Surely that's Porsche qualified. And I would think that that's him. For like, no one's challenging for Serrano, is he? I would say it'd probably be more. I mean, didn't the points drop quite a bit last night though? Was there? I saw a bit of there's been some controversy of people like saying about like, I agree with it, to be honest with you. I don't think GT1 drivers, I don't know what you lot think. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would use it if I was trying to qualify. But I don't think GT1 drivers should be allowed to use the racing line for wet weather. I think they should be restricted and stopped.
I'm just running up the chemist to get a meat pill.
Oh, okay.
She's kept them breakfast biscuits down, so...
Oh, okay, see how it goes with it.
I reckon if the doctor's ring, I'll just say...
Well, no, well, I mean, just see first with her, because she's sick, obviously. I mean,
she's kept them down since 11:30. 1 o'clock now.
Just keep an eye on her and see. All right. I'll probably go to the gym in a bit anyway, so... Okay. And then I'll stream later. But yeah, I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, with the racing line and the wet conditions, I think GT1 drivers shouldn't be allowed to use racing line to improve the wet, like at any point in GT1 series. I think GT2 drivers and GT3, that's fine. But any GT1 driver, I don't think should be allowed to use the racing line to figure out where the wet line is and that. I think it's yeah, that's what I mean. You don't. I get it. You don't care because it'd be equal all round. But I just find it a bit gimmicky to look at and see that you've got the world's best Gran Turismo drivers, and they're all using the racing line to figure out where the fastest part of the track is. For me personally, I think that should have been restricted for GT1 drivers so that you can't use it. So you have to use your knowledge. I think it's a bit like, clearly there's an advantage to it because otherwise people wouldn't be doing it. If there was no advantage, they wouldn't be doing it, would they? So I do think they should, like, for the next time they do an official season, they should restrict certain settings for the GT1 only. GT2 and 3, let them use whatever they want. I agree. But I do think for the top drivers and any GT, like A+ drivers that are racing, they should be restricted. Like, let's keep it a bit more how it should be done. It's supposed to be the pinnacle of Gran Turismo. Yeah, I think it's a bit weird. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would be using it if I was trying to qualify. If I was in top split trying to qualify, I am 100% using that racing line because I'm trying to qualify. But that's why I don't use it, because I'm not trying to qualify. No, exactly, Con. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was trying to qualify, I'm using that racing line because it's available to use. Yeah, but if it doesn't do much better, why do you think people are... Or I'll guarantee you, I wouldn't be surprised if every single driver or the majority of the drivers, maybe not every driver in top split, but I'd say that more than 70% of them drivers were using the wet line. I don't know if all of them were, but I'd say at least 70% of them were. There's a reason why 70% are using it. So I get it. It probably doesn't do too much, but it just looked, for me as a viewer, I watched one of the slots after my thing. I went back and watched it, and it looks really bad. It just looks gimmicky. It looks a bit tacky. Do you know what I mean? I would be using it 100% if I was trying to qualify. I would have that racing line on because I would want any little bit of advantage that I could find. But I think it's up to PD. They should try and restrict what's allowed. That's just my view on it. So yeah. Yeah, it's helpful though, Beto. It is definitely helpful. No, I know. It's exactly the same as it is. Exactly, Conce. Exactly. Like that. I would say that, to be fair though, I'd say that the line is more gimmicky than doing that, because the line, I don't know, from a viewer's perspective. I mean, I don't watch all the racing, but from your point viewing, do you not find it a bit like these top drivers are using the racing line? I guarantee you less people were using the racing line in my race than in top split, because most people in our races don't give a shit. They're just racing for fun. So I don't know. It just looks a bit weird for me. I think it's a bit tacky. You were shocked, yeah. Yeah, I think it looks like, I'm pretty sure, I don't think you can use stuff like that on... Does iRacing esports allow stuff like that? I don't think they do they? I think in the esports they don't allow anything like that. I think... I don't know about ACC when they ran their championships, like the esports stuff. I don't know if they allow it, but yeah, it looks a bit naff, I think. Like this big fucking orange line going down the track, and it's supposed to be top split. I feel like I get why every single driver in there is using it, because, like I said, I would. Yeah, I would be using the racing line 100%. If it was meant there was 1/10 of lap time to find, and I was trying to qualify, I would be using it. But it's up to PD to put a stop to it and say, no, you're not using it anymore. GT1 drivers, banned. You're not allowed to use it. GT1 drivers, you can't use it. If you want to use assist, you can use traction control and ABS, like real life in GT3. You know, that's fair enough, but nothing else. You shouldn't be able to use any other assists. Yeah, you're not allowed. Like, I think even on... You know, on gold races, Matt, on daily race gold races on LMU, are you allowed to use racing line? I don't think you are you? I don't know, because I don't use any assists on LMU, so I don't know if you're allowed or not. But I'm pretty sure even on daily racing on LMU, you're restricted on the gold races, what you can use. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can't, even on LMU, as a daily race, when you go to the highest tier, you can only use what you can use in real life, ABS and traction control. You're not allowed to use any other assist. That's what Gran Turismo should be doing for GT1 drivers in any competition racing. GT1 drivers should be restricted to... And that would be for me as well, because, I mean, I didn't use it last night, though. I mean, I drove it without the racing line last night when it rained, because, you know, I'm not fucking using a racing line, because I'm there for fun. I'm not worried about gaining a couple of attempts here and there, really. But I wonder how many people were using that in all the lobbies, to be fair. It wouldn't surprise me if quite a few drivers were doing it. Yeah, the only time you're allowed to use assists on LMU in dailies is for the rookie races. So your 20-minute sprint race. And I tend to stay away. That's why you see the lap times quicker on them races, you know, Matt. Have you noticed how the lap times are quicker for them than they are for the others? It's because people are using all kinds of mad assists and shit. But yeah, but don't get me wrong. I would have been using that assist zone, Lacey, if I was trying to qualify. My aim was to qualify and I was in that top split lobby, I would have had that line on because it was available. If it's available, I would have used it. So yeah, but that exactly, better. So you had an advantage then. You have an advantage. That's an advantage because you have to figure that line out yourself. But with the line on, you literally just fucking do the opposite of where it is and boom. So it is an advantage. But that's where it's up to PD to come in and say, right, we're stopping this. Because I bet you PD don't allow you to... I mean, I don't know. Do they allow the racing line to be used in the World Finals? I don't know if they do. I don't think they do, but I'm not sure. I've never seen... I don't know if they show... as far as I know, I've never seen them allowed to use the racing line. But yeah, if they don't allow it in the World Finals, why do they allow it in the qualifiers? Yeah, you literally just drive off the racing line in the wet. You literally stay away from it. So you're not using it to help you out. You avoid accelerating on that driving line when it's wet. You avoid braking on it, and you gain lap time. So they don't allow T traction control in a GT3 car. That's a bit stupid. I've got to be honest with you. Because, like, a GT3 car in real life has ABS and traction control. That is literally how them cars drive. Like, that's how they should drive. So, I mean, not that you're not going to use it anyway. No one's going to use traction control in a GT3 in the World Finals anyway. But in reality, they shouldn't be restricting traction control in a car that has traction control and is raced with traction control on. That's a bit stupid, but yeah, exactly. Exactly, Andy. I don't think like if can you use? Let me just test something. I haven't even tested this. Wait 1 minute. 296. Wait there. Medium and hard tires for this race. How long is this? Okay, so it's a pretty simple race. This. What is it? 7 laps on the mediums, and then, or is it more? Haven't we had this race? Hang on. I swear we've had this race before. This exact race. It rings a bell. 17 laps with medium and hard. Can you use? Does this right? You can't use counter steer. You can. Oh, you can. Not that you'd use it, but look. You can use active stability management on GT World Series. Look, it's on there. You can see it. Not that you're going to use it, but look, it's there. So I didn't know you could use that. Not that, I mean, that'll slow you down like shit, but... So it doesn't allow... They've stopped counter steer, though. They've banned counter steer, which is good, but... Why not ban the racing line, then? They should ban the racing line as well. ABS has to be allowed because this game is shit with ABS off. This game is awful with ABS off. Counter steer is off, but they should ban the other one as well, really. Yep. Yeah, they all should be off, Andy. I think for daily races, I think there should be a policy on the assist base like LMU does it. So rookie racers are allowed to have the assist on. If you're an A+ driver, I think as soon as you hit A+, I think they should restrict your racing line, brake markers. You shouldn't be allowed to use corner markers and racing line and stuff like that. I think once you hit A+, I think they're, you know, at the end of the day, you need to learn it yourself properly. But I think that if you hit A+, that's where you should be restricted. Anything under A+, you should be able to use what you want. So if you're an A rank, B rank, C rank, D rank, I feel like you should be able to use what you want. Yeah. But to be fair though, Elsie, it doesn't slow you down that much. I've seen people going way quicker than they can do when they've got the assists on. There's people going like nearly half a second a lap quicker than when they go into the gold races. So it's still quicker. Like, yeah, they add ballast on LMU, but they need to add more, I think. LMU needs to add a bit more ballast in, I think, in my view. I feel like DRB, you've got to be... I feel like DRB should be allowed to use some assists. I don't know. What do you lot think, chat? I don't know. I feel like a DRB driver should be allowed to use some form of assists. I think it should be anything above. I think A+ should be the drivers that are restricted. I think below A+, you should be allowed to use some form of assist, really. But that's just my view. I think restriction a B driver is too harsh because a lot of B drivers are just pick up and play casuals. I think that'd be too harsh. I feel like B should be allowed to use like racing line and stuff like that. No, Angry, I don't think so. Not for GT World Series. Not when it comes to qualifying. Not when it comes to qualifying for a qualifying event. I think you should be restricting GT1 drivers. Like, using a racing line to give you the advantage on a wet track where you're supposed to be figuring that out yourself. Like I said, it wouldn't affect below GT1 drivers, so GT2 and 3 would be allowed, but GT1 drivers shouldn't be using that. I don't think they should be allowed. Yeah, DRB, I'm talking about like the racing line with that, but I don't think you should be restricting a DRB. But DR A+, I think, should be restricted in a way. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Andy, but I do think you need to have some leniency with it. Like, I don't think you should be like... I feel like trying to say to a B driver, right, you're never using racing lines again, would be way too harsh. I feel like that'd be way too harsh. I think that'd be too harsh on them. Like, I feel... Even some A-rank drivers, what you got to remember is a low A-rank driver is only 31,000 DR. That would be harsh to say to them, you know, you're a 31,000 DR driver. Here's Nordschleife. Learn it, bitch. I feel like that's a bit harsh. I feel like you've got to give some leniency for some, like, I don't know. You know, A+ drivers don't need it, but some low A rank drivers do need that assistance, I think. Fuck off, you Angry. It's not elitist saying that. I mean, I'm actually saying that I think anything. I think A+ though. I think Dave Cam went a bit further, didn't he, on LMU? On LMU, Dave Cam was saying that he wishes that you weren't allowed to use any other view. I watched the video and he was saying about not being able to use another view. I kind of agree in a way. Like, I wish there was a race that was restricting on the view on LMU. So I wish there was a one daily race where you had to use cockpit view and no one else could use any other views. I think that would be a good thing because there is an advantage to the view you use as well. But I wouldn't say it for all races. Like, use whatever view you want in general. But yeah, I think there would be. I don't think there'd be any A+ drivers that would have a problem, as far as I would know. There'd be no A+ drivers that would have a problem with brake markers being turned off, racing line being turned off. And if you've got a problem, just learn it. Like, if you're good enough to get to A+, you're good enough to learn a brake marker on a track. Like, as simple as. Yeah, well, not A+ drivers though. I would say the majority of A+ are probably on a wheel though, aren't they? I would think. I think they are. You're right, Sugar Shuffles. But anyway, we had a little drive of the Porsche. It was only a quick one just to see what it feels like. I do like the Porsche. I'm gonna possibly, I might jump on this before I stream LMU later. I might try and get a guide sorted for this. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do it. That's why I want to head off now and go to the gym, because I want to get back to try and get this guide sorted for the manufacturer's race, and then we'll possibly do Le Mans Ultimate. Probably do Le Mans Ultimate later. Yeah, I don't know about that, Bell. I don't think racing from the chase camera is most realistic, because you're not in the same perspective. You might get the feel of what the car's doing because you can see the rear. You can see what the rear's doing, but I wouldn't say it's the most realistic. I don't know. Yeah, I know that. But to be honest with you, if you can spot a corner marker for a braking marker in the game, you can spot a brake marker that's there already on the track, in my view. If you can see one, you can see the other. You've got to be knowing what you're looking for. There's so many things to look for, like, to be honest with you, like when it comes to brake markers, you don't just look at the brake marker, you're looking at stuff before the brake marker. You're looking at the curbs. You know, the color of the curbs normally stand out, and your brake markers normally just before them, and everything is very obvious once you learn it. But yeah, I think for GT World Series, if I was creating next year's GT World Series official season, I would 100% GT1 drivers would not be using any other assist other than TC and ABS. They should be the only assists that are allowed for GT1 drivers. I think, for me personally, I think that everyone's on a level playing field then in GT1. You've not got people gaining an advantage over other people, and I think it would be fair for everyone. But I don't think there'd, to be honest with you, I don't think there'd be a single GT1 driver top split that would even complain at that. I think they'd be happy because it'd be the same for all of them, and they wouldn't have to use these assists to be able to compete, because at the moment they're probably using it because they know others are using it. It's as simple as that. The only reason the majority of top split drivers are using them assists is because other people are using them. 1 minute, someone's at the door, chat. 1 second. I'll get it, bye. Parcels. Who that have come today? Yeah, but that's what I mean, sugar shuffles. But that's why I think for that's why some people are saying that like all B rank drivers should be using without assists. I think that's too harsh. I think that the only drivers that should be restricted for the assists in dailies, if I was to restrict it, I'd say only A+ drivers. I think only A+ drivers should be restricted in like racing lines and stuff like that for dailies. I think if you're a B and an A driver, I think some of these people are probably working 9 to 5. They're getting home. They've got an hour to play. They don't want to sit there and spend 45 minutes of that learning their brake markers. So I feel like for anything below an A+, you shouldn't be restricted. But I do think A+ drivers should be restricted in their lines and stuff like that. Like, you shouldn't be able to use the racing line for an A+. A B and an A. Yeah, you can be both. Well, you could be a B and an A, Gary. You could be BDR and ASR. Hey. Yeah, for an A, like I say, I think for A rank, you should be able to use whatever you want. I think you should, anything below A+, I think you should be free to use whatever assist you want, pretty much, in a daily race. But in GT World Series, I think that any GT1 driver, if you're in GT1, you're restricted big time on your assists for GT World Series, I think. Yeah, they're not 100% accurate, but I do think that I do think they should be restricted. Like, they're helpful though, aren't they? They are helpful, but I do think for top drivers, you should be restricted a bit, I think, in a way. Yeah, is DRA in GT1? That's a bit stupid. That I agree with that. I think there should be more than GT. I think there should be GT1, GT2, GT3, and 4, because I don't think it's fair that A rank drivers are in GT1. I don't think that's fair at all. I think GT1 should be restricted to A+, and then GT2 should be A, and then GT3 should be B, and then GT4 should be C. There should be a GT group for every DR group. You shouldn't be putting A drivers in with the same group as A+. I don't think that's fair as well. I agree with that. Pio, fuck me, Pio. You've just said something logical. Are you feeling okay? You're right, Speedster. Yeah, I know you get all A lobbies, but if you're an A rank driver, would you not, like, quick question, because we've probably got a lot of A rank drivers in here, would you not rather be in a league table with just A rank drivers so you can see where you stack up against A? I feel like it must be a bit annoying for A rank drivers to be in a league with A plus, because you're not fucking. It's not really fair. You're not you're not in there. You know, it's a different group. So surely it'd be better for A rank drivers to be categorized in amongst A rank and A rank only. That's what I would think. Yeah, Pio, yeah. You pigs might see the sky, mate. You're a pleb, Pio. You're a pleb. But anyway, chat. I'm gonna head off and possibly jump back on this after, and maybe get the guide sorted. I might do it for tonight, or I'll see. I'll see how quick I can go to the gym, get back and work on this guide. I want to do LMU again at Spa, so we'll see if I've got time to do Le Mans Ultimate. I'll try and get back for at least 1 or 2 races on LMU after doing the guide. But yeah, I'm gonna have to head off now, otherwise I won't get back in time. So yeah, appreciate you coming in. I think it was just for the lads, wasn't it, with the £5 through PayPal, and B-Boy with the base tier membership, so thank you for that. But I will see you later on, chat, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'll try. I might have to save the video for tomorrow morning or something. We'll see. I want to get the guide out at latest tomorrow morning, so I'll see. I just want to get the driving done, so then it's just the editing. So at least you've got the guide sorted for your final racing, the manufacturers. But anyway, I will see you all later, chat, probably, for some Le Mans Ultimate. And we'll go back to... no, we're not part-time, because we're doing videos as well now, Gary. And videos take editing. Videos need to be recorded. So this is the thing when now that we're trying to make our channel do the videos, it means less streaming. It's as simple as. I can't do both. I can't do videos and streams because there's not enough time in the day. So I'm trying to do a mixture at the moment. So yeah, I want to try and help people out with the manufacturer races. So I'll be back later for a short one on LMU, but it requires me to do some stuff off stream. So I'll see you then, chat. Hopefully the guide will be out at latest tomorrow for this race here, for the Watkins Glen one. Hopefully latest tomorrow. So yeah, have a great evening, enjoy the rest of your day, chat, and I'll see you later on today for some LMU. Take care, everyone. Bye.